Hey, welcome back. It looks like we are live. As you can see, I am rocking a solo show today, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about keeping up with content creation because let's face it, it can be an overwhelming task. So let's see if we can first agree that content creation is still an essential piece of any solid online marketing, branding, or business growth strategy. Let me just start a watch party here in case you wonder why I'm looking down. That's what I'm doing. Let me share this to my page, or my profile rather, and then let me share it to a group, because if I'm going to be talking about content creation, I should be leveraging this piece of content as much as I can. So here's what's happening right now. This broadcast is simultaneously going to YouTube, to my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, my Facebook group, and you guessed it, a watch party. But that's just the start. Once this is done, it will then have the audio stripped out of it to make a podcast. That same audio will turn into a couple of different kinds of animated videos. That same content will then go to Instagram, YouTube. I already said YouTube. So Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. And from this one broadcast, from this one live stream, I will be put on every single platform, and I will be put there and represented. So I'll have massive presence from just this one short broadcast. This will take care, in effect, of all of my needs for posting and being present for the day. And if I really wanted it to, this one broadcast could function as several days worth of content. But for me, I like the act of doing a daily broadcast. And so I don't even take it as far as I could. But what I want to say here, what I want you to understand is that you have to be thinking in terms of a content and awareness strategy if you want to have a business that relies on the internet or social media to attract people to you. You've got to do it. I see all through my social media feeds. I'm primarily a Facebook person. But all through my social media feeds, I see people making promises that you can attract clients from social media without having to make content. And I just want to give you a common sense caution that when you see things like that sound too good to be true, it's probably just like your mom, dad, grandma, or grandpa told you. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So anytime you see someone making bold claims about attracting clients without showing up, you got to question that. Because really, at the end of the day, there are only a couple of ways we can attract clients. We can attract them in person through physical networking and promotional efforts. We can attract them through paid ads, or we can attract them through our content. And ideally, you'd have a mix of all three: heavy on the content, light on the ads, and I would say light on the in-person networking, unless that's something you really enjoy. Some of us do enjoy it, most of us don't, and it's very, very time consuming and energy draining. So it's not to say you can't do it, but it's to say you should never, the only one of those three that you should think of as possibly being the only thing you use would be content strategy. If you use only ads, you're missing a huge opportunity. If you use only in person, you obviously can't even do that right now because of this coronavirus situation. And so content is the one that is sort of omnipresent. Content is the one that is the most powerful. But let's face it, the idea of being on multiple platforms every day and showing up and having good content to create, to share, and all of that stuff is just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. In fact, most people will pick one platform and sort of really sink into one platform and maybe two. And I get it, because it's too much to even think about trying to manage all platforms. Well, it used to be too much to think about managing all platforms, because you see, we have just finalized what I call phase one of my syndication engine. And syndication engine is just that. At the beginning of this broadcast, I mentioned all the places it was going to go and be repurposed. That is my syndication engine. And what we do is we take your one piece of content and we put it across all platforms and optimize those platforms for you, including a podcast. How cool is that? So with the syndication engine phase one, you make one piece of content and we put it across Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Plus, we put it on a podcast for you. Then we optimize each of those platforms for you. And we then strategize with you to point all the attention, the eyeballs, the people that you get from all of those platforms back to wherever it is that you want them to go. So let's say you've got a Facebook group and that's where you'd like to send people. We help you strategize within your content how to send people to your Facebook group. By the way, if you're watching this and you want to join my Facebook group, it's simply called the Manny Wolfe group. You can't miss it. It's a picture of me speaking on stage, and it's called the Manny Wolfe group. There's no clever name here to figure out. There's nothing to sort of, trip you up or anything. I want it simple and easy to access. So if you'd like to join my group, come and join the Manny Wolfe group. And just as I did that, we can do the same for you. We can point your content to where you'd like people to go. So what I want to share with you now is that today is the 20th of May, because obviously this will live on for a long, long time. And as of right now, we have 4 open spots for founders in the syndication, founders level members of Syndication Engine. If you would like to have tens of thousands of people daily see your content and have them all pointed back for you to wherever you'd like them to go, and you'd like to be able to spend 15 to 20 minutes a day on your content and have it be distributed and optimized on all major platforms, what I want you to do is reach out to me. If we're not friends already, send me a friend request, but also tell me why. Send me a message telling me that you're interested in learning more about Syndication Engine. Send me a message telling me you'd like to learn more about Syndication Engine. This is going to be, it is my commitment that this is going to be an absolutely revolutionary service for people who understand the value of a personal brand and of content strategy, but who just don't have the time to do all of it. If you're at that level where you know you shouldn't be doing the $10 an hour tasks anymore, this is perfect for you. Think of this as a whole content strategy team executed virtually in a done-for-you fashion, where you can take your time back and start doing your most high-leverage activities. This is there's nothing else like this out there. You could have a bunch of different people handle different parts of it. You can get an Instagram guy, you can get a Facebook guy, a LinkedIn guy, a YouTube guy. You can work with different agencies, but this is all of it, everything under one roof, all of your platforms plus your podcast. So if this sounds good to you, if you'd like to learn more about this, I want you to reach out and send me a message saying you'd like to learn more about Syndication Engine. One more time, send me a message saying you'd like to learn more about Syndication Engine, and we will get into a conversation and we will see if this is a good fit for you. Until then, I hope that you're well. I hope that you're thriving in these uncertain times. I'd love to be a part of your future success. So if that sounds like something you'd like to learn more about, please reach out to me. And again, be sure to say, I'd like to learn more about Syndication Engine. Okay? Thank you so much.